Hi everybody, I'm Florida Trailblazer, exploring the history and wilderness of Florida. Today I'm out here roaming through these beautiful woods and wilderness here in central Florida at Lake Monroe Conservation Area. There's lots of hiking trails and places to roam. A lot of scenic nature. Along the way, learning about some of the amazing history out here. One time there were ranches and homesteads throughout these areas. And long before that, there was Native American Indian history. There's many layers of history here, along with a beautiful wilderness. Today we're going to take a journey into the woods, back into the past, back into old Florida, and see what we can discover along the way. Exploring around the woods out here, and I'm seeing some clearings throughout the area. I might be getting close to one of the old ranch sites out here. Exploring further out in the woods, you can see part of a structure here from a ranch that was out here at one time. And a lot of the buildings are gone, but this is a reminder of the past still standing here. So the structure is collapsing and falling in on itself. Exploring further into these woods. So beautiful. And it was really fascinating seeing some of that ranch history, part of that structure still standing. I'm going to continue on into the woods here. Wow, this is interesting. Out here deep in the woods, may come across this old Indian mound. See, just part of the history out here in this area. Long ago, Native American Indians lived and hunted throughout these areas. They had villages and Indian mounds. Now, of course, during those times, this area may have looked completely different. And the mound would have been a lot larger. Starting to see part of the Indian mound here. I'm seeing some formations that indicate a mound in this area. hiking further onto this mound, and it's fairly large. Covers a big area out here. A lot of it's hard to see because it's so overgrown, but as you get into some of the clearings, you can get a good view of the mound. Now, these mounds, this is a shell midden, and a lot of these mounds were formed over long periods of time by natives discarding shells, bones, pottery fragments, and other debris all around these areas, helping to form the mounds. They were also places of higher ground, may have been used for ceremonial purposes, and there were villages around this particular area as well. You can get a great view of the mound here. You can see the formation. See, this tree has fallen over and it's been uprooted, and if you look closely, you can see all these shells on the ground exposed. You can see all shells embedded into the dirt here where the tree once stood. You can imagine how long it would have taken to layer all these shells like this, and it's great building material. Seeing more shells on the surface here. On top of this part of the mound, there's a citrus tree. I'm seeing a lot of citrus trees throughout this area. See some petrified shells scattered around the area. See some shells and petrified shells all around this area. I'm seeing some pottery fragments here and there. Here's some pieces. You can see how big they are, not very large. Walking along the edge of the mound, you can see where the water levels get up to here. So we're during certain times of the year and floods, storms. Water levels get pretty high in this area. Indian Mound is right here. You can see another watermark here on the tree, more defined one. What an incredible adventure today. Hiking through these woods, seeing some of that ranch history, and exploring around part of that old Indian mound. So fascinating. And that mound is actually part of a much larger complex that was there at one time. So there's more to be discovered. Such a great day to be out here in the outdoors. The sun is shining, there's a cool breeze coming through. Fresh air. It's so relaxing and peaceful.